Ooh, welcome back to the Phoenix Suns MyLEAGUE. This is episode 5, and we are going to be taking on the New York Knicks. But before we do that, we're going to take a look at some standings. As you can see, in the Western Conference, we are currently sitting at 3rd place at 17-10, only behind the 22-5 San Antonio Spurs, which are just running through everybody, especially at home where they've only lost one game. And then Oklahoma City Thunder at 21-6. As far as our team statistics go, our leading scorers are Goran Dragic with 20 points per game and 6 assists per game. And then our leading assist man is Eric Bledsoe with 6.9 points per game. He's also our second leading scorer with 17 points per game. Then we have Isaiah Thomas coming off as a 6th man with 13 points per game and 5.3 assists per game. Then our rebound leaders are Markieff Morris with 7.9 rebounds a game, and then Miles Plumlee with 7.8 boards per game. The starting 5 for the Phoenix Suns heading into this one will be Eric Bledsoe, Goran Dragic, PJ Tucker, Markieff Morris, and Miles Plumlee going from the 1 to the 5. Same order for the Knicks is Jose Calderon, J.R. Smith, Carmelo Anthony, Amari Stoudemire, and Samuel Dalembay. And we are about ready for tip-off at Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena. Here in North Jersey and Central Jersey, we get MSG, the cable network, where they show like Rangers, Islanders, Knicks, all the Devils are on there, so that's how I watch the Devils games. And they always have these commercials where they're like, oh, it's the world's most famous arena. Check out Billy Joel at the world's most famous arena. And we have this band coming to the world's most famous arena. And it's just, they just really emphasize the point. It's the world's most famous arena, as you can probably tell now that I've gone on about that for 15 minutes. And now that we just took the lead 7-6 and an Eric Bledsoe 3, we have a 1-point lead still, 9-8. Jose Calderon is fancy. He takes it to the rim. Layup, it's a 10-9 Knicks lead. And then J.R. Smith finds Jose Calderon in the corner pocket for the 3. It's a 13-9 lead for the Knicks now. Then Eric Bledsoe finds, I believe it was Markieff Morris. I'm not really sure which Morris he found there, 3. And then he passed it over to PJ Tucker for a 3. It's a 1-point ball game. Then Amari Stoudemire decides he wants to slam it down and actually be kind of worth his contract playing against his old team. So then, Carmelo Anthony can't get 2 shots to go down. The Suns go in transition. Gerald Green dips it off to Alex Len, who with the one-handed slam. I gotta be honest, I really like using Alex Len. Plumlee's really good too for me, but it's just Alex Len. I mean, I don't know. I'm actually debating giving him some some starts here and then because he earns them. He plays well for me. He usually gets a double-double because he plays a decent amount of minutes, because he's really one of my only big men coming off the bench. Now that it's 23-21, and Eric Bledsoe is going to take this one to the rim as time expires, and he's going to get the layup off to go down. And at the end of one quarter, it'll be 23 New York Knickerbockers, 23 Phoenix Suns, and then we'll pick things back up in the second with the 3 from long range, Goran Dragic. It's a 1-point lead, and then J.R. Smith rejected. We go in transition with Eric Bledsoe, and he slams it down with 2 hands. And we've got a 2-point lead, 28-25 now. Knicks with the ball. Shane Larkin trying to create his own shot. He can't get it to go down. Markieff Morris with the rebound. We go in transition. PJ Tucker passes it down low to Goran Dragic, who lays it in with the left-hand layup. And we've got a 5-point lead now. And then you add 3 out of that with a 3 from PJ Tucker. We're in a 10-0 run in the last minute or so. So it's 33-26 now. We strip the ball from the Knicks. Go in transition with Bledsoe. Dip it off to Markieff Morris. I believe that might have been Marcus. I'm not really sure which Morris it was. They literally look exactly the same. The only way you could tell is the numbers. And as you could probably tell, I didn't see their numbers. But what's important is I believe that's an 18-3 run. I can't exactly see as I don't have the biggest screen to look on while I'm editing. But point being, we're on a huge run, and then Eric Bledsoe knocks down a wide-open 3. No one was anywhere near him, so it's 44-28 now. Amari Stoudemire gets a jam to go down, 44-30 now. But then Markieff Morris working down low in the paint with his back to the basket, and he gets the fadeaway jumper over Amari. And then Dragic from 3, and it's off the rim. We get the rebound. Tucker kicks it at the 3. to Bledsoe, over to Morris, who kicks it into the corner for P.J. Tucker. Corner pocket 3, 53-36 is the score. And we'll pick things up in the halftime report. It is a 55-40 lead for the Suns at halftime, shooting 60% from 3, 69 from the field. The Knicks shooting 53% from the field, 17 from 3. That is not good at all. Carmelo is the points leader with 18, also the rebounds leader with 4. And then the assist leader is none other than Eric Bledsoe, the former Kentucky Wildcat, with 7 assists for the Phoenix Suns. Second half action now, 57-44 is the score. Alex Len gives it to Gerald Green, who lays it in. He's been bothered by a neck spasm injury for the past few weeks, so he hasn't really been himself. Here, Carmelo goes down low, can't get it to go down. We go in transition after getting the rebound. Gerald Green passes out, but it's stolen by Carmelo, and he takes it behind the back move, and then a ferocious slam for 2. And then here we have How to Stop Carmelo Anthony featuring Miles Plumlee. You tackle him. You get a foul, but you also stop him from scoring at least the easy way. And here we turn the ball over. Well, we get the turnover, and then Plumlee goes in transition, gives it down to Dragic, who gives it over to Eric Bledsoe. He lays it in. 63-51 is the score. That's his 10th point of the ball game. Here we have Carmelo driving to the lane, gives it down to Dallenbay. We get the rebound with Plumlee, and then we go in transition with Goran Dragic, lays it up with the right hand, and it's a 67-55 score. And then the next of the ball here, down low to Dallenbay. He can't get it to go. Carmelo kicks it out for Jose Calderon, who knocks down a 3, but he can't get it to go down. And then they get the rebound once again, kick it out to Calderon, and he doesn't miss twice. That's a 3 for the Knicks. It's 67-58, 69-60 now, and the Knicks going in transition. Tim Hardaway slams it down, 69-62. Later on in the third, at less than a minute left, Bledsoe working in the paint. Kicks it at the 3 for Markieff Morris, the big man with the long-range jumper. 78-68 the score now at the end, towards the end of 3. And then Iman Shumpert, I believe his first name's Iman, knocks down the 3, and then J.R. Smith can't get the 3 to go down. Carmelo can't get the 3 to go down at the start of the 4th. So we get transition with Marcus Morris. He steps back to the corner pocket, and he knocks down the 3. Trebian, 81-73 is the score now. Kicking out to long 2 for Gerald Green. Starting to get back in the lineup now that he's almost back to 100% healthy. Like I said, he's been bothered by a neck spasm injury throughout the past few weeks, and I believe like the past 2 videos, so he hasn't really done too much. But here we go in transition. Marcus Morris lays it in. 87-77 here. Isaiah Thomas shows why you don't drive to the lane with a guy who's 5'9". He gets rejected by a white guy. And then Carmelo knocks down a wide open 3. It's now back to a single-digit ball game, 87-80. Isaiah Thomas gives it down low to Alex Len, left-hand layup. It's still a single-digit ball game, 89-80. And then Dallenbay goes to the rim. He can't get it to go down. Alex Len gets the rebound. Gerald Green in transition gives it over to Marcus Morris. He lays it in, and we're back to a double-digit ball game. 93-84 is the score now. Bledsoe kicks out to the corner for Markieff Morris, who knocks it down. The big man with the big jumper. 96-84 now. Knicks can't get the 3 to go down. We get the rebound in transition. Goran Dragic. He takes it to the rim, who passes it back out to Plumlee with the one-handed slam. 98-89. Suns in the lead to the corner for P.J. Tucker, who probably had a great game because he was being defended by Carmelo, and we all know that Carmelo does not like to play defense. Then we hit another 3 with Dragic, just for some good measure, and now we're going to hit another 3, this time with P.J. Tucker, and it's 109-94. I believe it was Bledsoe, actually, but now Bledsoe to Dragic for a long 2, or was that a 3? That was actually a 3. What do you know? And, no, that was a 2, long 2. And at the end of the game, it's 111-94. The Suns come away with the victory, and they are now 18-10 on the season, still in 3rd place in the Western Conference. Still atop their division, which I believe is the Pacific Division, if I'm not mistaken. Now we're going to take a look at some stats, and let's just look at Carmelo, man. 35 points, 10 rebounds, no assists, 15 for 30 from the field. How Carmelo is that? That is literally, if you cannot get more Carmelo Anthony than that stat line right there, you just can't. And then for the Suns, we have 25 points for Goran Dragic, 7 assists, 10 for 16 from the field. PJ Tucker, 22 points. Like I said, he was being guarded by Carmelo, so that's probably why he went off with 22 points. He had 6 rebounds, 3 assists as well. He was 8 for 13 for the field. Eric Bledsoe got himself a nice little double-double, 14 points, 12 assists, 6 for 8 from the field. And when I went back to the main menu, I was hit with a surprise as Goran Dragic has a pinched nerve in his back. He is out for 6 to 8 weeks. Must have happened late in the fourth quarter because he played the entire game. I'm not really sure how he played the entire game. He's going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks, but it's going to be a pretty serious injury. He's going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. So we've got Dragic out for 6 to 8 weeks, and then Tyler Ennis with a broken ankle still with 1 to 2 months left on that injury. And since we have 2 guards with pretty decent size lengths to their injuries, we went into free agency and we signed Jordan Crawford, the former Xavier Musketeer, shooting guard / point guard, 6'4", 195. He's an aggressive scorer. He's got 2 in outside scoring, 2 in athleticism, 2 in inside scoring, and he should be able to help with the team while Ennis and Dragic are on the reserves because they're hurt. So Jordan Crawford, welcome to the Phoenix Suns. And with that being said, that'll wrap things up for episode 5 of the Phoenix Suns My League. I've been your host, JerseyBorn, and I'm saying goodbye.